Hey everyone, we are now live. Thanks for tuning in to today's live stream, the greatest live stream of all time here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're having a great day here. As you can see, we're in a new location. So we've swapped out the denim wall due to some connection issues, but now we are hardwired straight into the computer, high resolution, low latency. So we should have no problems with the stream. If there is any problems, please let me know in the chat. But it looks like we are doing perfect here. Let me know where you're watching from. And I think we're going to get started off with our fit checks here. I guess I'll go first.
Do it, Garrett.
Quick here. So I'm wearing the Jungle Cloth zip jacket. This is going to be coming in a couple weeks. Left hand 12 strong, guys. Oh, I'm going to back up. We got some triggers, penny loafers. And black thick belt. That's what I'm wearing. Brandon, what are you wearing?
Oh, I got the fern camo jacket, chore coat for next season, and the Naked and Famous brushed brown soft twill shirt. I got the solid black selvage denim jeans, Naked and Famous, of course. A little wallet fade from my Naked and Famous Cordovan wallet.
Cool. So we got lots to talk about on the show. We've got the Halloween jeans. We've got some of Brandon's fun toys. We got some other secret items that you're going to want to stick around for till the very, very end. So make sure you do stick around. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's see where people are tuning in from. We got DC in the house. What's up from Chicago? I'll be in Chicago in a couple weeks.
Salt Lake City.
Let's see where else. Southern Ontario. Hello, BD from Southern Ontario. Picton, Ontario, our neighbors. California, Chicken CS. Is Chicken CS stand for Counter-Strike? I don't know. What does the CS mean? Let me know in the chat. Shang style.
Houston. Ooh, Birmingham. I've been there one time. It was pretty cool. Went to some nice bars. Yeah.
Ooh, Iceland. Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Iceland's actually not that far away from here, like distance-wise.
Yeah, we're in Canada. We're close.
It's just up there. Anyways.
Hey, look, Sean Hung. I met him in Singapore.
Great. So, well, thanks for everyone tuning in. We'll just wait for the chat to load here, and I'm going to be drinking some more of this beer.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by the good folks at Blue Owl. You can see their little logo right there. Denim beer. This looks like a pair of left-hand twills, I believe.
Yeah, if anyone is in Seattle, you got to know Blue Owl. One of the best denim stores in town. They're amazing. They have a new location. It's really beautiful. They have 2 stories. Really cool, brand new store. If you've ever been to his old store, it was kind of small and hidden, and this one is glorious.
Oh, I was right. Chicken CS says Counter-Strike is life.
There you go.
So good guess on, I guess, my part. So let's do a little pour here.
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought a clear glass. But anyways, drinking out of my Naked Famous Denim milk glass mug as usual, as one does. Brandon's got his here off camera with a little bit of water. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. All right.
Okay. So, if you guys don't have any questions, then, are those cans to be saved as decorations around the office? Maybe. I should probably save a couple because I've been throwing them in the recycling.
Yeah. Put a few on the shelf.
I didn't even think about that. Okay. So, I think we should hold off on the Halloweens.
Okay.
We'll wait a little bit for those. And maybe show one of these relics.
This over here?
Yeah.
All right, so this is something that's pretty fun that we did, I think, our 2nd or 3rd season ever. So they're like 14 or 15 years old at this point. But back in the day, we made denim baseball gloves with an 18-ounce big slub indigo rope dyed Japanese selvage denim body with black leather. These are made in Japan, which is pretty cool. They're made by Descente. In Japan, they're called Desanto. And here in North America, they're very well known for ski wear and for other stuff, but actually in Japan, they do all sports, and they're huge in baseball there. So just like a friend of one of the mills that we buy most of our denim from, when I visited them, I saw a really cool one in their office. They had made a custom one, and I said, oh shit, we got to get some of that for ourselves. So we made, I think, 30 in this indigo and black colorway, And then we also made 30 in the red and also same denim, the 18-ounce big slub denim. I think I saw someone saying they were wearing the 18-ounce big slub. So that's a fabric that we've been doing for actually since first ever season. We had it since first ever season, which was spring 2008. And I still remember actually, having those out in a store. And I would travel a lot back in the day to stores and just see people looking at our jeans. And I remember this grandmother came into the store with her grandson, and she was buying him a new school wardrobe or whatever. And so we had the 18-ounce big slub Japanese selvage denim jeans on a table. And she came down and she touched them, and she's like touching them, and they were like all rough, and she's like, "What the hell is this?" She's like, she looks at me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's my brand," or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, why would you make something so terrible and so disgusting and so heavy and so uncomfortable?" And I was like, "Oh, just we love denim," just giving her my nerd answers. And then she walks away, and her grandson comes and feels them, and he looks at me and says, "This is the greatest thing I've ever felt in my life." So I love that we make products that are sometimes polarizing. But the worst thing to do is make a product that nobody gives a shit about. So I don't know. That's my favorite memory of the 18-ounce big slub. But now, so we've done baseball gloves, and maybe some of our fans already know these because we released them a little while ago already. But now we have some Naked and Famous Denim hockey gloves. It's almost back to hockey season as it's almost winter. Sadly, I busted my knee, so I don't play anymore. But my 70-year-old dad plays once a week. My brother plays once a week. I used to play once a week. So these are made by Eagle, and they're made in Vaughan, Ontario. Also with the 18-ounce big slub Japanese selvage denim. And you can see here that we kept the selvage on. The seams here, and so it's a fully functional, amazing glove. Also, you can see that embroidered in one is Naked and Famous on the other. Thought that would be pretty fun. Proudly made in Canada. We make two sizes, just size 14 and 15. If you're a hockey and denim fan at the same time, come get some gloves.
Okay, so Canadian Penny, he did notice that we are in a different place. He asked for a little bit of an office tour. So someone asked, whose office is this? This is now my office, formerly Bezad's office, who I'm sure all of you guys know. Bezad and Riza's office. Riza's computer used to be right here. My computer is right over there. We got my iMac sitting there. So on the back, used to be a lot of Bezad stuff. Most of Bezad stuff is gone now, obviously. But there are a few things hanging around. We got lots of cool stuff up here. Let's start from this side.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a quick little tour, top to bottom. We got some of the old shoes, Naked Famous Denim shoes. I believe these are samples because they had the red bottom.
Yeah. We decided not to do the red bottom to not be sued by Louboutin.
Although they do look cool. We have a cool Polaroid Spectra camera here, which I believe is Brandon's dad's. Sonny, I think that's his Polaroid camera, I was told.
A little shuttle.
Shuttle up here on the corner. Whoop.
So everyone knows now that selvage denim is made on shuttle looms, and they're called shuttle looms because they have this inside. They have got a little shuttle. I remember 17 years ago also when I started, I would show this to people, and there was a movie called Wanted. I don't know if anyone remembers that film, but it came out just coincidentally the same time as we started our brand. And whenever I showed this to people, they were like, "Oh, is that from Wanted?" I'm like, "Well, it's not as magical." I think it would. There was a shuttle loom in that movie, and the shuttle would go across, and it would weave in the pattern of the name that of who they had to kill next.
It's so bizarre.
And they were able to also shoot and curve the bullets by moving their arm.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not super scientifically correct, but cool nonetheless. And so I have a bunch of these shuttles. This one was gifted to me from one of the mills in Okayama. We've got like 15 of them over the years as gifts. I think they're pretty damn cool, and they're good to explain what warp and weft is. And if anyone knows how to say warp and weft in Japanese, it is the name of our retail store.
You already know.
Tate and Yoko.
Yeah. There you go. And then I can use this as the pointer.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the denim heavyweight belt from, what was this, 2020?
Yeah.
That's a whole other story in itself, so we'll save that for another time. We have some of the Street Fighter collaboration memorabilia.
That was a prop for the video that we made. When we back in the day, our first ever collaboration was the Street Fighter collaboration. Before we did, any of the other modern ones that we did now, that started us off just like looking for do something that we loved. Basically, we had an artist named Alvin Lee. who is this incredible artist, super talented guy. If you guys Google him up, you can see his art. It's amazing. And he does a lot of different artworks for several Japanese companies, also a Canadian company. I think they still exist, called Udon Comics.
Hold on, it's not working.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so he would make some. I think he made the first Chinese New Year art for us. We do the special Chinese New Year jeans, and so we thought it would be really cool to like just kind of look and see what else he had. And we're like, whoa, you do all this Street Fighter art and all this stuff. And we're like, we love Street Fighters. Like, oh yeah, we can connect you with like the Street Fighter head office in Japan, and maybe we can do something. I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. I played so much Street Fighter as a kid. And so they connected us into it, and our first ever collaboration was born. So that was a prop for the promotional video that we made for the Street Fighter collabo.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll talk about these signs later, because these are kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got some vintage Fire King, the box from the MIJ 8, I believe, right there. We got a bale of cotton, a 45 from Erostica.
Yeah.
Here we got this is just kind of like my lunch area. I got some more Fire King bowls. This is Brennan's bowl, Leica mugs, that kind of thing. Back over this way we've got this is a lot of Bezad's books and magazines. We've got some cool denim books here. Yeah,
but some of ones that I've collected over the years too. That denim book, the Wad book. We used to be featured in that magazine a lot. It was a really funky French magazine. Yeah, cool. I think we're in here, right?
Yeah. We're in a bunch of these. That's why we kept them, because we're featured in a ton of these magazines.
That's right. Covering the MIJ jeans.
You can hear something. If you're a younger person tuning in, you may not remember one of these.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Actually, no, it's just a book inside, but it's a VHS. It's a VHS.
Oh, the VHS tape.
Yes.
Should I show? Is it now a good time to show off the robot?
I think you should show it off.
All right. So once we're doing a factory tour, you guys will love, or a office tour, you guys will love this piece here. This is a giant robot that I bought at an antique store in Japan. The store is called Mandarake. And I just love that it's oversized and it's so cool. I believe it's from the 1960s. I have the box with it together, which is part of the fun. You can see how big it is. And if anyone can read katakana, you can see that it says Niu, so new, space, new, so new space, gianto, so new space giant. That's I practice my katakana. And yeah, look how cool this box is. So I have a little bit of a collection of some Japanese robots, but not all of them work. However, this one does work. Let's fire this bad boy up. Can they see it if I put it there?
Yeah, you can put it there.
All right.
Back it up a little more.
A little more? How about now?
That's good.
I'm not sure if it's still... Okay. It used to actually roll also. When we tried it a half an hour ago, it rolled... Come on. That's pretty cool. Anyway.
So, and then, to finish the tour, we got a bunch of my scotch and some snake wine sitting up in that corner. And then most of it's just I got some faded pairs of jeans and more like archive jeans down the bottom.
I think on another future stream, we'll have to show off the Habushu or my Habushu collection more closely.
Yeah.
This one is just a little preview, but I'm not sure, but I think I have the largest collection of Habushu outside of Japan. So we should,
maybe in Montreal. That's the world's a big place, friend.
That's true.
Anyways, I think we should go in here and answer some questions. I saw someone with a really cool idea. They said elephant motorcycle gloves. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah. Some motorcycle gloves in general. We sell to a few like motorcycle style stores, and I bought some motorcycle gloves from them. There's a store called Butterscotch. I hope I got the name correct, in California, and they make some really nice shorties. You can check them out. But I'm not sure denim gloves would be the best, because the motorcycle gloves need to be kind of tight. Mm-hmm. And you kind of need that stretchy leather. Here, it's like a regular hockey glove has like just nylon or polyester here, so it kind of just makes sense to change it to a thick fabric. It's not really, we're not replacing leather. The leather palm, which is genuine leather, is still leather. Like we wouldn't have done a denim palm.
Shang Style says, "Hey Brandon, we saw a short video of you guys did for the 40 ounce. I expect a longer documentary vid later. Also, would you be interested to go to Guinness Records?"
All right, so 2 questions there. One is that yes, we will be making a full documentary on it. It's not going to be like a half an hour long, but maybe like a 5 or 10 minute documentary that's professionally shot. I kind of just want to make sure that we, get this legacy down, I guess, or recorded really nicely. So we have a really cool company called Road Trip Media. They're from Toronto, and they are doing a documentary on it that will come out probably right before the jeans come out, so in December, I hope. And then Guinness Book of World Records, we don't really care. You have to like fly a person in and all that's nonsense. So I just want to make it, I don't really care if we get in the Guinness Book of Records or not. Plus, I think that. I think that's just unnecessary. Let's just make it and have fun.
We have a friend tuning in.
DC.
Daniel.
Yes.
Hello from Over the Rainbow. Our good friends at Over the Rainbow, one of our retailers in Ontario.
Yeah, a fantastic store in Ontario that's almost 50 years old, I believe. Hope I'm not messing up that number.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully I see you again soon, Daniel. Okay, any other thing? All right. Okay. I think that's all the questions for now. I think it's time that we show off what people maybe came here for. The Halloween jeans.
So here is our brand new Halloween jeans, our newest collabo that, of course, will come out before Halloween, which is coming up real soon. And it is the Halloween based on the movie by John Carpenter. Take us back to the late 1970s. And you see the villain, the main character, Michael Myers there. And the denim is inspired by him and by his outfit. So it's a heavy denim. He's this heavyweight, killer. And so we have a 16-ounce, light slub, indigo rope dyed Japanese selvage denim. And it has a bit of a green cast on it because we kind of noticed that his outfit, some people think it's blue, but I think it really is kind of like a dark green outfit for the if you're a real aficionado, if you're a real nerd for Michael Myers, you can give us the answer to that. But since it was that kind of like bluey green thing, we decided to do a green cast blue denim. Maybe hard to see on the video here, but you can kind of see the tinge a little bit, I hope. And we do a natural vegetable tan leather patch with Michael Myers on it, with amazing artwork by an artist named Andy Belanger. And look at that, this has got to be one of the coolest patches we've ever done.
Who's Andy Belanger? Tell us more about him.
Well, he's an artist who lives here. He's also into wrestling, and he's just a wild, multi-talented, really nice dude.
I see him in Mile End every once in a while.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like walking down the street with his daughter.
All right, great. Yeah, he's a big dude. He makes amazing art. He's got a lovely daughter, and he's just a good dude all around. But more about the denim here. We'll show you the little selvage edge also. Of course, everyone always wants to see that. And so we kept it with the Halloween theme. So we have the pumpkin orange thread you can see here on the chain stitch hems by, of course, the famous Union Special 43200G Bulldog chain stitching machine. And then we have the black selvage edge over here representing Halloween, as it is the Halloween special. The denim itself is just so nice also. It's so crunchy. I'm sure it's going to fade amazingly.
It kind of feels like what I imagine his coveralls would feel like.
Well, that's the idea. Know? The idea is that we try to take the embodiment of the guy, of the character, and
it's
bring
slubby,
it out.
but it's nicely sand-frized so that it's kind of an even.
That's
hand.
It's not super. It's not like the King of Slub or even the 18-ounce Big Slub. You don't see that much flamey texture on it. Kind of like his outfit. But one of the best little. So we have also, let's show this off too, the co-branded label. That is a woven label. It's not printed, in case anyone wanted to know. And but let's show one of the coolest little parts, and of course only you and your girlfriends and boyfriends will usually find out about this, because it is on the inside of your jeans, so you gotta have to take the pants off to show it. But you got the amazing printed pocket bags in this very ghouly black and white, almost like one of those old school horror T-shirts, or even those black and white rock and roll kind of T-shirts. So you have him here, there, Michael Myers. He is slashing, and he is ready to go. And then you have Laurie, played by the lovely Jamie Lee Curtis, on the other pocket bag, and she looks rad also. And it's kind of hard to see as I'm pulling it out, but she's holding a knife also to defend herself. And yeah, Michael Myers returned back home. You got to be careful. All right.
Yeah, actually, I went and watched the movie again a few nights ago just to kind of get in the spirit. And I also watched a YouTube video that kind of like talks about all the Easter eggs and like the filming and everything behind it. You know, even how much each person was paid.
Really?
It's actually really wild. There's like, I think the guy, like some of the main characters were only paid like $20 a day or something like that.
How old was Jamie Lee Curtis when this movie was filmed?
I don't know. I don't remember. They probably said in the video.
Do we have a fact checker?
But anyway, and they also filmed it in spring, which is interesting because if you go watch it again, you'll notice that it actually looks very springy. But they collected a whole bunch of leaves, and they would pour the leaves around for each scene.
18?
19.
19. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis was 19 years old. Yes, she was. I bet she was real hot back then too.
Well, go watch the movie and find
Yeah,
out.
go watch
And
the
the
movie
other
and find
thing too about the movie, this is a little bit of a nerdy thing, but you guys love nerdy details. But I actually want to look up which lenses were used on this video because they used a really interesting anamorphic lens set that is kind of a little bit like soft around the edges and blurry and has like a nice kind of distortion on it. You notice right away those like horizontal lens flares. You're like, ooh, look at this anamorphic lens, which has like just the right amount of blur for that kind of like vintage look because it is a vintage lens. But anyways, I just thought that was a cool thing. So definitely go watch the video again. Or sorry, not the video. Go rewatch the movie just to get in the mood for Halloween.
By the way, I love this comment also that the Raven wrote. Would have been hilarious if you pulled out a Mike Myers the actor, denim jeans. A fine Canadian actor, Mike Myers.
I love Mike Myers.
Of course, he's amazing. Yeah, that's it. It would have been funny if we had Halloween Mike Myers and there's just like Austin Powers over here.
If anybody knows Mike Myers and can get us the connection, we'd love to do a Mike Myers themed jean. That would be great.
That would have been funny. That would almost have been an April 1st move.
Another iconic Canadian. I really hope he like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Austin Powers. So, anyways, and what else are people saying down in here? Awesome. Are these still releasing on the 24th? They maybe will be bumped up. It's not 100% confirmed, but just. We're kind of shuffling things around just because of production and timing of everything, so I may move it up to the 17th. It may be on the 24th. Don't hold your breath. It's obviously going to be before Halloween sometime, but just because things are always constantly moving, the wheels are always turning here, so I'll keep you guys as updated as possible. But yeah, don't worry. They're coming soon, so definitely prepare your shopping carts because these are going to move fast.
Yeah.
Available at Tattoo Nyoko and Naked Famous Denim NYC only.
Woohoo!
For these special ones.
All right. What would you like to show now, Garrett?
All right. I just want to make sure we're not missing any good questions here, because I know if I missed your question, please put it down in the chat as well. Oh, BD asks. And will there be any 40-ounce accessories, chains, wallets?
Yes.
People want more 40-ounce
Yes.
and
Okay.
updates.
So I know that the 40-ounce jeans will be expensive just because the cost is so high, the effort is so high to them, and we have barely any fabric. However, we know that people want to get their hands on this 40-ounce, and so we are not throwing any fabric out. Like anytime we cut the pattern out, there's always little pieces left over, and there's just like pieces in the beginning, pieces at the end. So we have a bunch of the fabric extra no matter what. We are going to be making amazing keychains of it. We have some solid brass key rings that are made in Japan that we're having stamped with our name on it. They are going to be ready in a few weeks. The actual pieces of metal, the actual solid brass key rings, and then we're going to make some amazing 40-ounce keychains with those, and they'll be reasonably priced, so everyone will be able to buy it and then have something in their hands, have a 40-ounce denim product in their hands, and you can feel it and you can fade it. And I know it won't be a pair of jeans, but it'll be, you'll be able to get your hands on the heaviest denim ever made in the world.
Mm-hmm. I think that's cool. And then some other details about it, just because people keep asking me. So the price you're thinking is gonna be around 2,000-ish.
Something around that area. Okay,
it's supposed to be coming for December. That's what we're aiming for. It's going to be available just through Tate Nyoko, no other retailers. There's not going to be any custom pairs, or it's not a made-to-order thing. So what goes on the website goes on the website. We're going to be posting all the measurements of the individual pairs. So you'll be able to see exactly what each pair is. And then finally, one limitation, just because of the thickness on these, there won't be any hemming available.
No hemming.
Yeah, so for something so special like this, there is some constraints, unfortunately, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be the heaviest jean ever made, ever sold, heaviest jean in production. And I hope you guys are all really excited about it. And even if you don't get a pair, you can probably still get a piece of the action with those little tiny accessories that we're going to make.
Exactamundo.
Oh, so Rifle Matthew says, a Ginza Hooters banner. That's wild. Yeah.
Right over there. It's pretty funny. We were once, we were in, I don't think it was Ginza. That one was from Ginza. But once we went to Hooters, or maybe it was, no. Once we went to Hooters in the, I believe it was Shibuya or Shinjuku area. Just because like we were kind of like waiting for our flight, and like, you know, we just had a little bit of time to kill, and we were in there when we didn't want to take the the train into the airport yet, and we're like, oh, where can we eat? And we were kind of just like so tired, and we just didn't want to like think about it. We didn't want to get out our phones, figure it out. And we just looked up, and there was a Hooters there, and we're like, all right, this will be funny. Let's just go get some chicken wings. And we went in, and the chicken wings were very not good. They were very not good. Though the waitress and everybody was nice. There was no Japanese people in there. There was all just American tourists. And it was a little bit of a letdown. But
go to Japan to go to Hooters.
Yeah, like... exactly. There was really funny posters on the wall because they have competitions of like who's like Hooter girl for April and this and that. And the waitress was telling us like how the competitions work and all this stuff and how it's pretty competitive and it was interesting, but the chicken wings were not good.
Oh, Matthew asks serialization numbers.
I mean, that's an interesting idea. We haven't done that. I mean, I think you're talking about should we number the 40-ounce jeans?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, if people ask us, sometimes people ask us to sign them or like write a little message on the pocket bag on the inside. We'll do that if anyone requests it. But I guess I wasn't necessarily planning to serialize it. It will come in a little dust bag. You'll get all kinds of stickers and all kinds of little fun stuff. Anyway, we can think about it though. It's not a terrible idea at all.
BD also asked, will the Halloween have some sort of early access for email subscribers? So I know Beza had promised this to you guys, but then I asked him about the logistics, and he wasn't quite sure about it. And I discussed it with somebody else here who does most of our website work, Chris. And we also are kind of not sure how we...
Right.
We can't really control who has access and who doesn't.
But I think one way of doing it is basically all the people who follow us will know maybe that we release it before. Like, for example, we tell everyone that we release it at noon, but then we tell our fans who are subscribed that it will actually be up at 11, and then we have it up just an hour early so that all of our fans can make sure that they get it early.
I don't know. That might make some people mad.
You think so?
Yes.
Let's make some people.
Let's
piss everybody off.
We're gonna have to do some strategizing.
Okay, let us research it and get back to you.
Because the thing is, I do want to give, reward you guys for tuning in and reward the emails, subscribers and everything. But at the same time, I don't want to make a whole bunch of people really angry and disappointed, and you guys don't have to deal with the phone calls and the emails. We get a lot of, like, even today with the elephants, some of the sizes sold out really quick, and the phone was just ringing off the hook for like the next hour. People going, hey, are you going to restock? How come you don't make enough? People, you'd be surprised. I'm sure you guys are passionate about jeans, passionate about products. People get upset when they don't get what they want. And I understand that too, because you get really excited. You build up this expectation. You want to get product, and then all of a sudden you can't get it. And it kind of ruins your day. So unfortunately, and the 40 ounce is going to be no different. And the Halloween. There's only so many pairs we can make. Someone asked what fits will the Halloween collabs come in. They will come in the 4 main fits. Mm-hmm. Super weird, easy, and true. Mm-hmm. So again, just to talk about the Halloween release, I'm working on it. Just because it's a tricky thing. I want to make sure as many people can get it as they want, and I don't want to, shortchange anybody or Oh yeah, so I mean I see someone here recommending a future Halloween jean, like they said Candyman here, and that's a super cool idea. I actually am very interested in what other Halloween properties you guys think is cool, because we were thinking of for the next season, what should we do? So if anyone has fun ideas,
I know that Scream is quite a popular one, and it's got that iconic mask. Although there's licensing difficulties there. Here, someone just said Castlevania. So what is a cool iconic movie, iconic horror or Halloween kind of movie? There you go. So someone says Scream. Alien would be cool, right? Alien or Predator. I think that it's a bit of a side, but yeah, I really think that one is quite interesting.
You know who we need to talk to? Erostica, because they had the.
Oh, did they have it?
They had Alien T-shirts. So a few years back we got in the Erostica Alien T-shirts, and they flew off the shelves. In minutes they were gone.
Someone wrote Friday the 13th. Mr. Andrew Jackson, you missed it. We already did it. We have released a Friday the 13th denim. We did a Nightmare on Elm Street denim. We did an Elvira Mistress of the Dark. Someone
says Hocus Pocus. Is that Hocus Pocus like the Disney Hocus Pocus?
I don't know.
I don't know. Disney's pretty tight on there. I don't think they'll license it. Is there a different Hocus Pocus? Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking of the Disney
There's
version.
so many options, but Child's Play actually is cool because I just have memories of that. Definitely one of the first movies that scared the shit out of me was Child's Play and all those.
Terminator. I know Bezai would have loved to do Terminator.
Terminator is cool. It's not really a horror movie, though. It's not really a Halloween movie. It's more action.
It's just an action
Though,
movie.
obviously, it would be cool. I wonder who owns Alien and Predator. What's it called? Exorcist also could be really cool. That's a classic. That's what
Exorcist,
I want to do. Classics. I want to do stuff that has great heritage. I want to do stuff that's like, The Exorcist and The Shining that Gigi just wrote. Obviously, The Shining is super classic. I'm not sure about the artwork for The Shining. They have some cool stuff, probably. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't allow us to put the celebrity on because the celebrities have their own thing. So like in The Shining, can you get what's his name? He's so famous. Was it Jack Nicholson? Oh, no, is that who it is? Right?
Yeah.
Can you get
him coming through the door?
But that's the thing. He usually when there's sometimes when we license these things,
it's like a subcontract.
Yeah, they don't let us just put his face up.
Okay, Christopher says Fox owns Alien and Predator.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting. I mean, we've done stuff with Paramount. We've done stuff with Sony Pictures Entertainment. We've done stuff with Warner Brothers, so it's not impossible. And Disney too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Disney owns Fox, right?
Here's an idea I thought of, and I wanted to pitch it to you guys. Oh, Mad Max. Also, I love Mad. I just watched Furioso on the airplane.
Right.
Loved it.
That's cool. It's a little new for us.
It's a little new.
Maybe.
I told this to Brandon earlier this week and said he said he'd look into it, but I want to get your opinion. What about Cowboy Bebop?
Not for Halloween. You're talking
not
about
for Halloween, just in general collaboration.
Slightly changing
Slightly
to
change. But because we did the JoJos. The JoJos were very popular. I feel like we got to do kind of like another
Gremlins.
Gremlins is also cool.
Gremlins was actually Child's Play was one of the first, but Gremlins I believe was the first movie to ever give me nightmares. I was a little kid when it came out, and now you look at it just like funny puppets. But back in the day, that was scary.
When you're a kid, it's scary.
Yeah.
You know what movie gave me one of the first movies that gave me nightmares? Labyrinth with David Bowie in it.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why, but I just as a child I just had this fear of being trapped in a labyrinth, and it was just like the most scary thing, and yeah, that was a weird movie too.
Here, so people are answering to yours. So someone says they like a couple people like Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop
Evangelion.
is classic.
So I see here Akira. So we tried to get Akira. They won't license to anybody. They're like, even if the hottest, and even if Louis Vuitton went to them, they would be like, no. The lady who technically someone owns the rights to them because they will do collaborations with like museums or certain like special charity things or something like that. But the owner apparently is super rich. I don't know this. I don't know it for a fact. This is just what the license, the people who own the license to it. For the American market said that the owner is this super rich dude and he just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't want to hear about any source. Even if you promise him $1 million, that you're going to do the biggest project, they're like, no Akira.
Akira did a Supreme collab.
But,
interesting.
Yeah, so basically they did that. They just, and how many years ago was that? They did the Supreme collab like 10 years ago or whatever it was, and nothing since. That's it.
Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, that's also cool.
Yeah, so Ghost in the Shell is interesting also. We actually could do it, but like how many Ghost in the Shell jeans can you make? Can we do a whole lineup of Ghost in the Shell? I think also with Ghost in the Shell, they have a new reboot out now. And is the new one as cool as the old one? So that's an interesting question.
Okay.
Someone's asking about Godzilla. We are doing Godzilla as Bayside has really, discussed previously, and so that one is about a year away. So we're probably gonna launch that in holiday of 2025. So stay tuned. We are developing it now. We're gonna have so many amazing fabrics. A lot of heavyweight stuff, as Godzilla is huge and all of the monsters are huge. So expect a bunch of badass heavyweight denim that is going to knock everybody's socks off.
I can't wait. I love heavyweight denim.
Garrett works here because of heavyweight denim.
Yeah, if it wasn't for 32 ounce, I tell that to everyone. People are like, what's your favorite product? I'm like, well, that's an easy question. It's 32 ounce. And they're like, why? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't be here if it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the holy grail. Like, literally, my holy grail was the 32
There you
ounce.
go.
And anyways, we got a mystery package here that I want to open up. I know Brandon's just itching to use my knife to open it. Don't hurt yourself. But before we get to this mystery package, I want to ask everyone to don't forget to hit that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get here. Let's get that like button up. We're only at 33 likes. Oh, that's way too low.
This says Garrett.
We gotta get those are rookie.
Yeah,
those are rookie numbers. We gotta get those numbers up. We need to get to like at least 100. Last time I think we got 100 at least during the stream. So let's hit that like button, and then we can get to. Oh, we're up to 45. Thank you very much.
So someone actually just mentioned a reissue of the 32 ounce. I actually have a bunch of 32 ounce black fabric that's just been sitting here for a while that I'm kind of like, we gotta use. So doing a reissue of the 30 ounce black might be amazing.
Who's gonna sew it?
We'll show it on the same machines that we show the 40 ounce on, and it'll just be a little bit easier.
It'd be a little bit easier.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. That could be cool.
I guess it has to be used someday, or we can make some really cool bags.
Yeah,
like your 32 ounce bag. That one's so cool.
Yeah.
You only have one. Is that a one of one?
The 32 ounce.
The bag that you travel with.
Yeah. So the mill who makes 32 ounce, they contacted or they had a bag brand in Japan make it. They only sold in Japan. I don't remember what the name of the brand is, but I bought one of them. I don't think it's a one of one. I think that they made a bunch. It was only for Japan market, and it was like more than 10 years ago. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll bring my 32 ounce denim bag next Thursday or one of these Thursdays to show it off.
Yeah, it is a pretty nice bag.
Yeah. I travel with it all the time.
Okay.
All right, so this over here is something that we have ordered, something that we're going to use to make amazing products, and we're going to unbox it now. Do we not want to go from the front?
I just don't want to show off.
Yeah. We'll cut out the label first and leave everyone in a little bit of suspense. We don't like to say who our suppliers are always, but it came in from the Japan Post, and you can see here. Yeah.
Someone drew a little heart on it.
Oh, I don't know who did that, but yeah, you can see Japan Post, and all right, let's not
stab me.
No one stab Garrett. Let's just slice this bad boy open a little bit.
I feel like it's always Asian packages where they put the twine on.
Yeah, of course, I love it. Packaging in Japan is more important than the product that's inside. That's
kind of true sometimes, especially with like candies and stuff.
Okay, let's go carefully here because
very carefully.
What is inside can be damaged. We don't want to damage it. Am I opening this up like a real caveman?
You should back up so people can see how you're opening.
Yeah. I'm opening it up like a real caveman. Okay. I expected Garrett's knife to be even sharper.
I've never sharpened. Actually, you know what? This has been sharpened.
Okay.
You know who sharpened it? It's the guy who rides his
Oh, I love
bike.
that guy.
There's a guy who... So we're in the garment district of Montreal here. It's called Chabanel. It's just one street over. And maybe once a month or something, there'll be this guy, and I see him as I walk to work. And he rides on a bike. But it's not just any bike. It's a special customized bike.
Okay, Garrett, pull this off.
On the front of his bike, he's got this wheel that he uses to sharpen knives. So he goes around to all the different businesses, and you have to come out with your scissors because all the different, factories or whatever have all their big scissors for cutting fabric.
Yeah.
And so I give my knives to Carol, and she will give them to the guy, and he will sharpen them on his little sharpening
so
wheel.
all our cutting knives that we have at our cutting table and our electric knives all get sharpened by just some cool old Italian dude.
Yeah. It's sad though, because like one day like he'll probably stop and like that'll just be it. It'll be the end of an era. And I wonder what's gonna happen to his bike.
Okay, so what we have here is some amazing. Should we show the card first? So we have some amazing shell cordovan. And before we show you the actual shells that are in here, which are a super expensive, amazing horse leather, it's the horse butt. But the butt doesn't mean the tushy. It doesn't mean the like your behind. It means like the butt is like the upper
like the
thigh.
rump.
The rump is the actual butt, but the
Like the sides.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, the upper thigh, close to your butt, is the cordovan, and this is shell cordovan. So these are some new colors which we've never done before. And this is not what I have here. This is just stuff that we can order for the future. We have the regular color card. I just want to know what is some colors that we've never done before. And so to make some, I'm like, look how cool this green is. And oh wow, this is like kind of like a maroony. So what does this say? This is like so I'm bad at reading. And this is, oh man, so I'm not gonna read the katakana under pressure. But yeah, this one is purple, which is pretty cool. All right, so those are some new colors.
Wait, I wanna look.
Yeah, you gotta look. The
So
green
we got like
the green
a
is sick.
kind of a light
Oh, where's the knife?
70s kind of inspired green, and then I call this almost black, like a really dark brownish color, and then a dark purple as well. I'm digging the purple. I think we should have card holders in the purple, or maybe a jean with a purple shell cordovan patch.
We can use this for patches. All right, so I hear. Oh man, they really package it good.
Package is real good.
Who wants me to put this on Garrett's head? Whoa, look at this baby here. So,
right.
just a little bit of leather for not a little bit of money. But for leather nerds, this is the top.
This is the good stuff.
And one fun part about shell cordovan is that it's able to be shined up real good without the use of like extra chemicals. It's just able to kind of buff it and shine it. And
You use like a sharpened piece of glass to shine it, if I remember correctly.
okay.
I don't know. Someone in the chat can correct me, but I'm pretty sure they use like a piece of glass that like is on a machine, and it just goes like this, and it polishes the shell cordovan.
We have used cordovan on a bunch of special patches. On like for example, when we did the hand dyed, the Tokushima intangible cultural treasure denim. Also have like my my wallet made out of a red cordovan. Now it's got quite dark, but it started off a little bit lighter than this, but nice burgundy red it's turned into. But here, without further ado, let's open this bad boy up.
What a build up! It only
This is the
took
back.
us like
I know.
10 minutes to
Well,
unpack.
it's a very packaged friendly thing. Whoa, look at this nice like cognac-y color. Whoa.
That is
it's so
nice.
cool. So like, how many card holders, can you make out of this?
Not that many
Now,
actually.
when they make a pair of like Alden shoes, or it's like or Alden boots, it's basically takes like one shell per shoe.
Yeah, one shell for two shoes, and then two shells for a pair of boots.
Right. So when you exactly. So when you can, you don't have to wonder why they're $1,000 or $2,000. Because this stuff is pretty expensive per shell. You can see the natural back on the backside too. It smells amazing also. Okay, so that's one color that we've ordered. We got a bunch of those. I guess
So we got two.
yeah, here we can see another one. So of course they're all different because they're all natural. Let's see here. We got another one of the same. So they're all quite different size, but
Different shape too.
nice, beautiful little shells. Here is another cognac-y kind of brown. Look how beautiful it is. It's incredible. Oh
It's gonna
man.
be so nice.
Yeah, and I think we never made wallets out of this color, right?
No.
No. So
This is gonna be classic.
yeah. And that brownish color is classic. But here, this one we never. This maybe we ordered before to make patches, or was it this color? But this I think we never ordered for the tan.
No, we've never ordered this before.
Oh, look at that! It's like almost like an English tan. Oh, it looks like the sexiest honey you've ever seen. Yeah,
It's the sexiest honey I've ever seen.
yeah. It's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. That reminds me. Happy Rosh Hashanah to and Happy New Year to any of our Jewish fans out there. May you have a sweet New Year. You can dip your honey into some apples today and enjoy that. All right. Another one of the same color.
Ooh, and what do we got in the bottom there?
Yeah. Okay, right. So the bottom also, I think, so now we have a burgundy one too.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. This is a little bit different than the one I have, I think. Or maybe it is the same. Maybe I'm lying to you. I think maybe this is the same. So you can see that it's darkened a little bit over time, but I believe that this is the same color actually. So that's right. The new color is the tan, is the middle one, the previous one that I showed. And then we have a bunch of these. Whoa, let's see. This one's so nice.
Now
too.
I don't know.
Oh, look at this. This is a pretty weird shape.
It's like a peanut.
Yeah. So, I'm so sorry, Garrett. It'll never happen again. Yeah.
We got a bunch of those.
Yeah, a bunch of these. Oh, look at that big one. So nice. Look at how, like, just even when you bend it, you can see the light. And check out the back.
See, I feel like once you go shell cordovan, you can't go
That's the thing. We got to make covers. Oh, yeah, here. And then we ordered some black also. Okay, well, see, I ordered this and I don't even remember. But look how sick the black is. Did we ever make black cordovan covers? I don't think we ever made black either. So this will be amazing too. Or perhaps we'll stamp something on it. Oh, right, yeah, exactly. So someone said we used it on the Kaiju Monster.
We did the Kaiju Monster in a dark brown.
Right? Yeah,
but it was darker than this brown. Like that top brown, it was similar to this, but darker.
That's
right. A little bit darker.
That's right. Yeah. I keep expecting Garrett to get slapped with the horse rump.
And then also we used on the MIJ 8s, we had like a it's similar to the lighter color one, but a little bit darker.
Whoa. The black
shell
one's
cordovan
cool.
patch.
Look how shiny it is. Amazing. So cool. Like you can really, like you can see yourself. Wait, hold on a sec. There you go. You can literally see the reflection of Garrett in the skin. That's pretty damn cool. They smell amazing, by the way. Yeah, and that's it. Just a couple more black ones. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Anyway, that is a little unboxing. And yes, cordovan is so beautiful. Pretty damn cool. Look out for some new cordovan stuff coming before holiday.
Okay, Canadian penny. I don't quite understand your last comment. You might need to rephrase that.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, that. My knife truck used to go around my neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's guys like on knife trucks, there's guys on bicycles. The bicycle guy is amazing because he'll ride on the bike, then he takes the wheel off and he turns
the chain onto his
that's it,
like whetstone,
and
then he pedals.
He'll bike and it moves his stone and and like sparks will fly, and just from biking, so like the whole thing is like one self-contained thing. It's so cool.
And it's all like handmade. Like
see a bunch of people asking for 32-ounce bags. That would be cool.
32-ounce bag. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do.
32-ounce jackets would be cool too. We never made a jacket.
32-ounce jackets.
Yes. Some of our production people are gonna cry from making that though. We gotta keep everybody happy.
32. Thing about heavyweight jackets is like they're heavy on your shoulders too. Like on your neck. I've had heavyweight jackets, heavy denim jackets before, and it seems like a really good idea, and then sometimes after you wear it for a while, after a couple hours, you're like, oh, this is a little heavy. I think around 20 ounce, honestly, is kind of like the sweet spot. And of course, I love the 32 ounce. I love the idea of the 42 ounce. But there's a reason why the elephant jean is, 20, 21 ounce. And in my opinion, it's really kind of the sweet spot in terms of heavy denim. Like it's wearable. It's not too heavy. Once you start to really go over that 21 ounce, things get, it's still wearable, but it's just, I described it, somebody commented, and I said it becomes more of like a lifestyle product. You know what I mean? Like it's a commitment. It's like, it's a flex. Like you're doing it to prove something either to yourself or to other people or whatever. It's not really something that makes a whole lot of sense in terms of practicality. It's a little bit excessive, but 20 ounce, 21 ounce, maybe 23 ounce. That's really the sweet spot that I think, and it makes sense.
I remember back in the day, we used to sell to a store in Paris called L'Éclaireur. It means like the enlightenment or like the brilliance. and they used to buy all the most hardcore stuff that we've ever made. So they bought the 32-ounce jeans, and we had it like in their stores. And I remember once I went to visit them. The buyer was this guy named Patrick, real cool. And they had a jacket from a brand called Attachment. Attachment is a Japanese brand. The designer's name is Kumagai. He studied under Ise Miyake. Really cool brand. And they had a jacket that was like wool, silk, stainless steel, and cotton. And I'm like, what do you mean stainless steel? It's like, yeah, there's like, or maybe it was aluminum. And there was like an aluminum body inside between two like things of wool. And it was incredible. And they showed me that the jacket could stand up. So we actually like, we had the 32-ounce jeans standing, and then we had the metal jacket, and we balanced it to stand on top of the thing. So that is a hardcore jacket and a hardcore outfit.
It's almost too hardcore. That's the thing that's the other thing. I've worn heavy, like 32 ounce with heavyweight jacket, and it's like, it's almost just overwhelming. Right. But anyways, back to horse leather. So if you do want some horse leather, but you don't want to break the bank, this isn't a This Week at Tatanyoko, but we do have the shot jackets at Tatanyoko. Yeah. Brandon is a fan. I'm a big fan. We both wear the horsehide leather jackets, and yeah, they just are so soft and supple after a while, and you can have that horsehide experience without spending $1 million.
It's not shell horse.
Not shell cordovan.
It's not cordovan, but it is horse leather. I wear mine on my motorcycle. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd actually want shell cordovan jacket though, because I think it would just be a little too stiff.
It's too thin. Also, I think.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right. Masochist denim, kind of. It's not about like punishing yourself though. It's more about, at least for me, it's the challenge. Like, I always tell people it's like the Everest of denim. Like, if you can handle this, you can handle anything.
Melody just asked, do we sell women's size in the shot jackets? We go down to what size in stock now? We have 36, so it is pretty slim. I wear a 40. And
or we might have, I think, do we have 34?
But also,
I don't know. Check the website.
Melody Murray, if you want, we can order anything that you like. Like if you see something, I mean, I'm not sure where you are situated, but if you see something on their website or you see something around, we can check if it's in stock, and we can get it in just a few days usually. So if you want to do special orders, text this man here, or
send an email.
Yeah, send an email in.
We'll see what we can do. I can't make any promises.
Email, I mean. Yeah, we can always check.
But we can check for you. Brown Shot Perfecto. We used to have the brown Shot Perfectos, but they didn't sell so well. So like,
I think that black leather just sells so much better. So the brown is nice when it has like the fur collar. When we have those that lambskin or sheepskin kind of collar stuff. But otherwise, just the black leather sells so much better.
That's the problem. Is I don't mind getting this stuff in, but sometimes you just don't want to have it sit. So like, I have to be careful in terms of what I buy, and when it comes, at least my experience, the 613, the 618 horse hide, those ones really move because they're the two classic iconic styles, and that's what people are buying the most. And so I just got to be careful with the buying. That's part of the art of this kind of thing. Strong man restocks. Who's a strong man?
Strong guy.
I know, I'm just kidding.
We do have, first of all, we do have a bunch of strong guy in stock now. We have the left-hand twill restock coming in very soon, so check out for that.
But there's even
more and more.
There are some strong guys that aren't in stock right now, like the Dirty Fade or the Natural Indigo, which we are not in stock in all sizes, but we have it on the way.
Right, yes, exactly.
So it's coming.
That's on the way, and I know the left-hand twill is also on the way. Mm-hmm. We know that the strong guy fit is very popular right now, so we're going to do more and more and more. Although, if you want a breaking news announcement over here, this is a good time to break news, perhaps. We will also be making a new similar fit in the unbranded brand. So if you're a fan of the strong guy fit, and you want something nice and simple and in the unbranded brand, that will come out. I'm not exactly sure when, hopefully sooner than later, but be sure to check out the new fit, which will be called the wide straight, and so we will have an equivalent in unbranded soon.
Okay, and speaking of unbranded, since I'll just drop a little other news.
Oh yeah, good news
here. This is not 100% confirmed, but it's 90% confirmed. I've decided to drop the unbranded 21 ounce black October 10th. We haven't really told anybody about this so far, so it's really under the covers. But you guys know, you're the first people to know. There's gonna be. I'm aiming for October 10th to have that 21 ounce black. People have been asking for it for a long, long time. The 21 ounce unbranded. This is not the unbranded show, but where else where else are we gonna announce it?
Yeah.
The 21 ounce unbranded brand jeans fade amazingly. They've been like a just iconic, classic heavyweight jean. I'd say the best value heavyweight denim there is.
I mean, the price is amazing. They fade so well. I'm super excited to see someone beat the shit out of a black one and how well it will fade. I'm sure that it will. So I'm pretty excited for results. I still remember our first ever time that we released the unbranded 21 ounce. And maybe only like 3 weeks after we released it, there was pictures like this is back in the day when Superfuture and Style Forum were big, and we went on Superfuture and we see a post of just incredible faded one. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, who's the dude who beat the shit out of that? And we look, and it was a girl, and I'm like, oh, that girl's so rad. It was amazing fades. Only 3 weeks in, I was like, that girl is like okay in my book, so. I expected the 21 ounce black to be beat up real good.
Yeah, the indigo 21 ounce has the reputation of being one of the fastest heavyweight.
That thing loses jeans. Indigo like it's its job.
Yeah, it is crazy. So if you want that high speed fade, the 21 ounce unbranded. Oh yeah, someone mentioned the red weft. Yeah, those are really cool too.
Maybe we should bring those back. People do talk about them a lot, and we see some. Actually, one of the when you showed the beer,
one of the beers.
One of the beers that we drank had a picture of a really badass faded one. I guess it's not right here anymore, but it had a really cool faded 21 ounce red weft unbranded.
Adam Brown says 10% unconfirmed. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, well, because you said 90% confirmed.
90%. Thing is, nothing is ever written in stone. Like, what if there's a tornado or something, and then I can't release it? So it's usually the case, but I never want to commit 100% just in case something happens. But
death and taxes.
Yes, I'm aiming for October 10th.
All right, you heard it here first.
October 10th.
So right to ask, Groovy Guy, more widely available, possibly. The Groovy Guy is obviously not our most popular fit. It's so much fun, and I love, like, sometimes we're in the New York store, a guy comes in, he looks really funky, and he's like, hey, what do you guys have that's weird? I'm like, all right, come on down and try these on.
Come on down.
You can size someone up and see what they like. You see someone wearing some like super weird pants already, and like he had like a denim jacket with like all kinds of flair all over, like pins and like everything. I'm like, oh man, come here. And he tried them on. He's like, whoa, this is what I've been waiting for. Raw, flare leg jeans. So they're fun. We will continue to do them. Every once in a while we'll do some new ones, but certainly we're not gonna like have 10 new Groovy Guy jeans per season.
Here's my Groovy Guys.
These are your Groovy Guys, yeah. Even cuffed. That's cool. I didn't expect them to be so good cuffed. I mean, these are the natural indigo.
Yeah. So they're coming along. I'm kind of like halfway between these two. They're both good. They're actually quite similar. I mean, the strong guy's obviously a little bit wider.
The strong guy is wider and straighter. It's the flare that makes it. I mean, now more and more people are going for stuff like that, but certainly not the most popular fit that we
it's not the most popular, but it's gaining traction.
Yeah, but it's I think part of the point of it is to be counterculture. Like
exactly.
when you wear flare leg jeans, you want to be like, yo, I'm not wearing skinny jeans like people did 5 years ago. I'm not wearing.
You can even see there's a little bit of combs
what everyone else wears.
Just a little bit, just starting to peek through. So yeah, check out the Groovy Guy. The thing is, I feel like it's good to sample all of the fits, like to have one of each. And I know it sounds like I'm selling hard here, but like it's nice to have a true guy because I have occasions where I wear the true guy and it fits with a certain pair of shoes or a certain kind of look or mood that I'm going for. I love the Groovy Guys because again I have certain pairs of boots that look amazing with the Groovy Guys and I get lots of compliments. And then same with the strong guys. You put the strong guys on with a different pair of shoes or a different kind of situation, and then again you're getting compliments on those. So I think it's good to have a wide range of fits. You don't want to pigeonhole yourself and say, oh, I'm a super guy, I always buy super guy, I can only wear super guy. Don't do that. Get a weird guy, get a strong guy, have variety. What do people say? Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, so you want to have a little bit of variety. Try everything. At least try it once. Maybe You can always try it. If it doesn't
Don't
work out.
don't try everything once.
Okay, maybe not everything. Not everything. Try all the fits once.
Try all the fits once.
Try all the fits once. And worst case, don't get hemming. You can like return it as long as it's not final sale. Oh, speaking of final sale, the 40 ounce is gonna be final sale. So, just so you guys know, another little 40 ounce tidbit. BD says he was at Dude Hill on the weekend. Shout out to Dude Hill, one of our best, well, one of the earliest.
Yeah, one
wholesale
of the early
customers.
adopters. They're a really cool store. They have 2 locations also, so I'm not sure which one you're in, but they have one in Toronto and one in Vancouver as well. Vancouver is the original. It's in Gastown. It's on Cordoba Street. And yeah, they're pretty badass. So he was saying a lot of women's trousers, delta dudes. Yeah, when we first started, that's like, that was 2008, and so skinny jeans were like really in, and like our skinniest fits, people found not to be skinny enough. That was when we had skinny guy. We didn't even have super yet at the time. And so a lot of dudes, especially like smaller Asian guys, were buying our women's jeans just so they could have like really tight fits. And, we had lots of raw and selvage anyway. So, yeah, pretty damn... I thought that was pretty awesome, actually.
Okay, I'm going to answer Steven's question here in just 1 second. But here's a little top tip. So, about the Elephant 13. So, the Elephant 13s, they came out today. They flew off the shelf. They were really popular. The Strong Guy, we didn't have a whole lot of stock in just because of the way things are. So, if your size sold out in the True Guy or the Strong Guy and you're still looking to get one, check over at Naked Famous Denim NYC. Also check the news section at nakedfamousdenim.com. We have a full list of all the retailers who received it, and click on all those and make sure that none of them have it in stock, because you can get in stock there. But if worst comes to worst and you can't get that Strong Guy, you can't get that True Guy, but you still want to have a jean in a straight fit, the classics are coming in a couple weeks. And there's a lot of guys who wear the classic. I know it's technically a women's fit, but it looks fine on guys. I actually really like it. It's nice high rise, straight leg. There's nothing really womanly about it. It's just a straight leg jean.
It's 2024 and everything is unisex.
Yeah, you can wear whatever you want. So if you missed out on the Strong Guy or the True Guy and you still want to get an Elephant 13, there is hope. There's more Elephant 13s coming in the classic in probably 2 weeks-ish. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Okay, back to Steven's question. He says, what fits work with your engineers? So this is a complex question, but I'll try to answer it as best.
Engineers means engineer boots.
Yes,
in case
engineer
anyone
boots.
doesn't know.
I don't have any engineer boots here to show you. Unfortunately, I took them all home, but I'll bring them back probably for next week to have them in the background here. But
yeah, but the boots that are high, they have
high.
a pretty wide opening usually. Usually a buckle on the side as well.
This is not an engineer boot, but
an engineer boot is higher.
Engineer boot usually has a heel. It has going to be this strap over the instep. It's going to be taller, usually like 10, 11, maybe 12 inches.
There are different heights.
There's different heights. They come a little shorter. Sometimes you can get them thigh high if you really want. I do want a pair. Someday I'm going to get Big Boss. Mark my words. Someday I'm going to buy a pair of thigh high engineer boots. It's going to be ridiculous. If someone in the chat wants to sponsor me and buy me Big Boss,
You're just gonna
let
hear
me know.
clank, clank, clank.
Send me a DM.
Garrett's coming.
I want Big Boss. Anyways. So they have a longer shaft. That's the technical word.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, a longer shaft, and some of them have wider shafts, some of them have narrower shafts.
That's right.
Yeah, so depending on your shaft size and the length of your boot, you're going to choose your fit accordingly. Anyways, I find that the True Guy works good for most engineer boots, but it depends on what size you're wearing. So for my True Guys, I'm wearing it at 28, so it's actually a smaller leg opening. So I can wear them with my Mr. Lou Wescos, my John Lofgren, basically, and my Dayton boots, engineers. Anything that has a narrower shaft,
oh God,
you're gonna be able to wear with the True Guy in a small size. If you have a larger True Guy, then you can probably get away with anything. For my Wesco Boss, like the standard Wesco Boss with the bigger, rounder toe, it's got a larger, more like 70s, 80s kind of shaft. Like it's just wider. And so those work much better with the groovy guys and the strong guys. So I would say it really kind of depends on which engineer boot you're wearing and the thickness of the shaft, because sometimes engineer boots can be quite large at the top of the shaft, and sometimes like The really vintage ones from the 40s will be narrower, and then the newer ones that are kind of more like trendy, I will say, have narrower shafts as well. Like if you're buying from Standard and Strange or like one of the like Attractions, Attractions has narrow shafts as well. Those guys are all gonna have smaller, narrower shafts, so you can wear it with like even the weird guy. You can get away with it, but it kind of depends. I know it's not really the best answer, but go for just not the super guy. Easy guy, super guy, no go. Anything else should more or less work.
Vincent Q, email info@nakedandfamousdenim.com.
Yes. Send us an email.
Yeah. Someone also asked, about the classics. I agree with having some of the boys try on the classic. When the
Max wears the classic.
Yeah, but when the elephant come in, then put Max in them, and for maybe like this week at Tatinyoko or for the blogs to say, hey guys, if anyone missed out, someone did mention that it's not available. I see Shang Style says it's not available in the bigger sizes. That's just the way it goes though. Yeah. Like we're not going to make size 36 women's because it's just not going to sell that much. It's just not that many people at that size who are interested. So that won't happen. But if you're a smaller dude and you missed out, then you can probably fit a bunch of the women's sizes.
It's already what I would say is one of the most niche women's products ever created.
Yeah, for sure.
How many women are out there buying heavyweight denim? Not there are some, and they're probably in the chat.
There's a cool one right here.
There's a few, but there's not many. And then on top of that, how many do want to get heavyweight denim that fades to red? Probably some of them, but it's a very specialty, very niche product. So like Brandon said, making a size 40 women's 21 ounce fade to red jean, it might not...
You want to see a girl rocking the... Can you step over here? We have, speaking of ladies wearing the elephant jeans, do a little twirl. So this is the classic. This is Gigi, and she's pretty small, so it is a size 24, 25.
Step back just a little bit farther. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so this is size 24, so she's a bit mini, but she got the 7-inch cuffs going on as we haven't hemmed them for her yet. Stepping on the bubble wrap, which is great ASMR for the channel. Thank you.
5'3", for the record.
Yeah, she's 5'3", so quite a lot of cuff. She's probably really 5'2".
No.
Can we get a fact check on that?
Yeah. But so anyway, we got to have Gigi beat the shit out of those, and in 6 months. Yeah, so she just said that last night she slept in them. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's super hardcore.
Too intense for me. Yeah. I don't even do that.
That's old school style. That's something to do at a hotel maybe more, because then you don't feel bad if you. What's it called?
Sheets all blue.
An elephant red cord jacket restock. We don't have any more of the fabric, but we should definitely do. I mean, we didn't know that we would sell out that jacket so fast.
But the thing is, here's the thing: there's a bunch of retailers who haven't received their jackets yet.
There are more jackets that will be available for sale. We will post, or have we already posted?
We already posted the links.
If you go back. Where can they find out?
It's on nakedandfamousdenim.com. So there's going to be a blog post, and it shows all the retailers who are receiving it, and it shows what they're receiving. So some of those shipments to those retailers have not gone out yet.
Yeah.
But they will be getting them. So there are more, like I know size smalls for Tatinyoko, we didn't have many, but there are size smalls going out to the retailers.
Yeah, so Donovan, if you need help, or Denovan, sorry, if you need help and you can't find it by looking back, then go ahead and email into info@tateandyoko.com, and we'll try to look around for you. We'll try to help you, or info@nakedandfamousdenim.com.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all hope is not lost. There will be other people who will
just because we're sold out doesn't mean it's sold out in total, because we do sell wholesale to other retailers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sell a lot of wholesale. So Tate and Yoko, it really depends on the release. Like the Halloween, where it's exclusive, so we get all the stock. But on a lot of other things, we have to, give to everybody. So definitely go out, support our retailers like Over the Rainbow, Gerhard, Do-Till. There's too many to list. We have so many great retailers, but definitely support those guys because they do a great job, and they're really important. All right, what else? Can you guys please make next year's Chinese groovy guy snake?
The answer is probably not. We can, but we probably will not do it. I promise that we will do new groovy guys for sure. Absolutely. There will be new Groovy Guys. Maybe we'll even do a special release of a Groovy. Like, I'll find some fabric that will be like, oh, that fabric is so cool. We just have to do it in Groovy Guy. And so we will. In fact, I have an idea now of a really interesting kind of like 1970s fabric that we should do in it. So I promise we will do badass new Groovy Guys, but we definitely cannot do them in just like every fabric.
Okay, all right. I think it's going to be snack time soon. Unless you guys have some burning questions. So if you want to ask a question, get it in now. Get it in right away, and I'll try to answer it the best we can. Post Lico, he said, I just got a coupon code for trading in my jeans to y'all. Do they ever expire? I was thinking of possibly using it for something next year. So if you guys don't know, we have a great program. Let me get an example here.
The quick answer is no, it does not expire.
It does not.
That if you ever buy from a website and they give you a code that expires, that is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. In fact, it should be illegal to give someone a trade-in or a coupon code or a gift certificate that expires.
It's technically illegal in Montreal.
That is
or something about store credit.
That is the shadiest, most terrible thing. I would never do business with a company that has like something like that expires. That's terrible.
Yeah. So, anyways, the short answer is no, it doesn't expire. But I just want to let people know we just got in this cool new pair of black 32-ounce. Speaking of heavyweight black jeans, wow. This one was sent in from Koa. He's
Sick.
One of our hardcore long-term faders.
I never saw these until now.
They just came in like a week ago or so. We're gonna do a fade review on these, so this is kind of a little.
Let me see the other side. Let's see the patch. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Sick.
So anyways, the point is I want to say that we do have a program, if you don't already know, where you can send your faded jeans in. And I don't mean slightly worn and I grew out of them. They have to be thrashed. They ought to be faded like this. Like if they look like this, well, maybe not as much as this, but close. If they're really faded and you're done with them, there's like huge blowouts, they're falling apart, they're just, you can't wear them anymore, maybe you grew out of them, whatever. Send us an email, info@tatenyoko.com. Include some pictures, and if they qualify, we'll send you a shipping label to bring them in. We'll put them on the fade wall, which is right over there, the eternal fade wall of greatness, and they will have a life there forever in our archive.
Or in the fade wall in New York City as well.
Or that too, yeah.
The Wall of Fade, as it's called.
Mm-hmm, the Wall of Fade. It's a great glory, great honor to be on the Wall of Fade. And we'll send you a coupon code. If it's a seasonal item, it's a standard 20% off your next order. You can put as much stuff in that order. If you want to order $100,000 off, you can get 20% off. Go for it. And if it's a core jean, we'll even bump that up another 10% to 30% off. So if you got some left-hand twills, you got some natural indigos, dirty fades, deep indigo stretch, you got any core jean that's super faded, and you want to trade it in, we'll give you 30% off your next order of any value, no restrictions, and definitely take us up on the offer because we're trying to grow our collection as much as we can. We love having your faded jeans. We love showing them off. We love doing fade reviews, and it's one of the coolest parts of my job, I'd say, is getting to see all the cool faded jeans that come in, your guys' faded jeans.
Yeah.
And we love it.
I like that comment. Raw denim boxers in selvage. Coming to you April 1st, 2025.
Raw denim 21-ounce Jong.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Bayzad
It's
special.
such a good idea for the next April 1st, Gene.
It's been done. It's like I've seen so many Jongs. There's not an original idea.
Junderwear?
Genderwear.
So there's gonna be some chafing going on.
Who knows? Maybe we could do like a silk blend or something. It could be really nice.
That's true. I actually do have some silk blend denim left over from original season from 2008. I have. It has 30% silk. They're really cool, but it's still denim though. You know, it's not underwear.
Sounds luxurious.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any other questions here. Well, okay, last one. Will you guys restock the solid black size 29 Groovy Guy? Yes. We will. When? I don't know. But it'll come eventually. So don't hold your breath. Sign up for that back in stock notification. And eventually they will be back in stock. Absolutely. I do promise.
Yes.
So your wish will be fulfilled, but it may be a while. I cannot say. Okay.
Oh, is it snack time?
I think it's snack time.
Gigi was nice enough to pick these up for us. The mysterious lady behind the camera. Can
you read it?
Oh man. So let's see. Kari. What is it? Shoot. Kari shi. Oh, this is a hiragana.
I can read one of the characters.
Yeah, too bad.
This
Here you have
one means farm or field.
Toriyafu. What is that? Oh, I think it means salt, or one of them means salt, right? Cashew. Cashew. Oh yeah, cashew. Yeah. Cashew. Natsu. Yeah, cashew. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for the help. Cashew natsu. And then toriyafu.
So it's basically English with a Japanese accent.
Yeah, well, this one you can read. It says craft mix, but this says kerafu to mikesu. So craft mix. Yeah.
Some guy in the chat says, "Man, just eat it."
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So in terms of Japanese tradition, we have packaging within the packaging.
GG. Ooh,
Should we try the blue flavor first?
Huh?
This one is truffle.
Oh, it's
Truffle?
Truffle flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So luxurious.
Oh, it's so luxurious. Oh yeah, it smells intensely of truffle.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm gonna give it a sniff.
Here you go. Oh, it tastes like what it is. Not bad. I definitely feel like I need a beer now.
That's what this is designed for, right? This is like a beer snack, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are
Oh, they're very light though. This piece here, it tastes like almost like nothing. What's this one? Cashew. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's crazy. Okay, this piece right here tastes like air almost.
Yeah.
But you put one of those cashews in your mouth, it's like a flavor
Wow.
explosion.
The cashews are much more flavorful than the little other things in here. Whatever these are. They're crunchy, but they are
like-
not intense. Whoa. The cashews are a punch in the face.
Which is not normal for Japanese snacks. Usually Japanese snacks are very mild, I find.
Yeah, I mean, it's still tasty. It's still good. I would...
Okay, this
would have
one
that.
is, I think it's cheese flavor. Let's get a close up on there. Or brie? I don't know, whatever that cheese is. That's probably what it is. Here, let me open your hand.
Okay. Hit me.
Is that, are you
Oh,
getting
wow.
a flavor one though? I think, okay, so you can tell which ones are the flavor and which ones aren't, I think. Okay.
This one is pretty mild.
Yeah, definitely more mild.
Devin found it. There we go. Nice. Good detective work. I love it.
What did you find?
He ended up finding a jacket from one of the retailers.
There you go.
Yeah, I like
Nice
it.
work.
Boom. The whole stream is worth it just for that, just to
Just
help
for
someone
that.
find their way.
Which retailer? I want to know which retailer was it. You know what? Let's just I can open up the thing here and show everybody, just so they know.
Is everyone seeing this screen or
Not yet. Just wait a minute. Okay.
in
let's see.
private browsing?
Incognito mode.
You don't see what Garrett searches throughout the day.
Yeah.
It's after hours.
Remember there was a time when incognito mode didn't exist?
Maybe he was searching all those engineer boot long shafts.
Yeah, long shaft engineer booth. There was a time when Apple was the only company that had private browsing mode, and the way they hold on, we're not in focus here. The way they marketed it as, because everyone knows what people use it for.
Sick buttonhead.
But
Sorry to interrupt you.
what they marketed as is like, oh, what if you want to buy a gift for a family member, but you don't want them to find out? Introducing new private browsing mode, so you can browse in private.
That's what it's for.
Anyways, so hold on here.
Donovan was saying Buttonhead. They're a really cool store. We've been doing business with them for a long, long time. They kind of just started off as friends, really. This girl who was a friend of ours, and she had some partners. They're in what's the area in Toronto? Is it called Roncesvalles? now I forget the exact area of Toronto, but they're in a really like fun area that's like pretty interesting to go to.
Okay, so I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm not able to make it work right now, but you head over to nakedandfamousdenim.com, click over to the news section, scroll down, first post, it's going to be the Elephant 13 Red Core. Again, scroll down, and then at the bottom, there's going to be a big list.
Yeah, Muttonhead. Denim jacket. There you go.
So let's see, just for jackets here.
Yeah, you have gray. In Canada, there's Grey Hearts and Muttonhead both have the jacket. In America, Blue Owl Workshop has everything, so including the jacket too. Dallas Denim Repair has the jacket. Mild Blend in Chicago has the jacket. I mean, Naked and Famous NYC, of course, has it, but maybe they were sold out also.
Jean store in Europe.
Yeah, and that's online as well. And online is Cultism too. Probably better to buy if you're in Europe.
Norway has the denim jacket as well. So there's an exhaustive list here where you can find all of the retailers who stock these products. And yeah, definitely go check them out. The only thing I will say, the only caveat is, some of them may have not received that stock yet. So if you go to their website right now and it's not available, maybe give them a call or something and just check back in, because it may be that, you know, a week from now or whenever they get that up on their website.
And some stores like Muttonhead, like, they're not big, giant evil corporations. These are just like mom and pop shops. It's literally two sisters who own and run the store. And like when you go, they'll be in the store, you know. So you can always just ask them, hey, I hear you guys have this coming in. Can you put one aside for me? I'm going to come in a couple of days back to get it. And they're going to, I mean, I don't know, because it's their store, so they do, they run their business the way they want. But they're such nice people that probably will put it aside for you.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, is there any last words you want to get in here before we say aloha to everybody?
No, we got I have really fun ideas already to show next week. So we thank you guys so much for coming and sharing this time with us. We know that your time is valuable, and so we appreciate you spending it with us. And we have really fun stuff to announce and show next week too. Please come back and show. Okay, we can show the Halloween again because someone is asking for it. But yeah, so please come back. This jean is coming out pretty soon. Halloween denim. Look at that badass leather patch. Definitely one of the coolest leather patches I've ever done. Nice thick, I think it's maybe like 7-ounce natural vegetable tan leather. Yeah, check it out.
And one last request, just in case you're tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, I know you guys are all subscribed, but there's probably one guy. There's one guy there. I'm talking to you, that one guy or lady. I know you haven't subscribed. Just do it. It costs you nothing. You're going to get lots of great raw denim content straight to your computer, straight to your phone, straight to your YouTube account. Costs you a big fat $0. And all you got to do is click that button. So make sure you click that subscribe button, hit that like button. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great stream. Next week, Terry's going to be back. If you guys want to see other guests, maybe you want to see Vincent, maybe you want to see Tammy, maybe you want to see Jovan, or you know, some of the crew, definitely send us an email, leave a comment down below. Who do you want to see? I'll try to get them on the show, because I want to have, you know, a nice crowd, a nice mixture of people. So if you want to talk to other people, ask them questions, definitely let us know in the chat. Any last words, Brandon?
Thanks again, guys.
All right, bye-bye.